Welcome back to another episode of the Ambitious Journey podcast. What is good?
What's up, brother? We are here. We are back. What's up, man?
And I feel like Tory Lanez right now. I've been listening to a lot of Tory Lanez today.
Yeah.
when I was working and just running some errands and stuff. Man, he said that one line. He said, "You got a million ways to get it. Well, I got 1,000,005." That's how I feel. Like I feel like I'm just always busy doing something, stacking some money, bro.
Man. Let's see. I looked at my time thing the other day. Well, from this past weekend, I think I put in close to like 48 hours in like 3 or 4 days. Yeah, buddy. That was just those days. There weren't even the other days that I worked. Like I was just like
the last 5 days of work. I did both jobs open to close 5 days in a row, bro. I'm telling you, my feet hurt so bad.
You were looking forward to a day off. You're like, just let's sit down.
Yeah, let me. I didn't even go to the gym today. I was like, no, sir. We're just gonna relax.
Man, that's how I was on Monday. I think I texted you. I was going fishing and stuff, so I did that.
That's relaxation right there.
Exactly. But outside of that, bro, I sat here. I think I can't remember. I think I went to the gym, but like it might have been for like 30 minutes, bro. Like just something light, and then I was like, yeah, all right, let's get out of here.
Yeah, bro. That's how I was like, because like normally midweek, like those 3 Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, those are like my heavy like cardio days.
Yeah,
I lift too, but I do like I focus on cardio, and I was like, bro, I just did how many doubles in a row? I'm not about to go do cardio. No way.
That was the cardio right there.
Yeah, absolutely. But man, it's starting to feel like summer almost. Like I know it's spring, but it's really feeling like summer. Like bro, 70 degrees got me sweating.
Bro, it's 74 here today. So but I was just out there not a long time ago, just a moment ago. Even though I got like one of these like little thin long sleeves on, I was like, bro, I really should have had on just like a short sleeve today.
I got the PFG on right now. I just went to get my car washed because I got that unlimited car wash. So I was going to go wash.
Wait, what's that?
Unlimited car wash?
Yeah.
What's that? Bro, I can go as many times as I want. I could go through the car wash and then turn around and go right back through if I wanted to. But
where's this at? Like, what is this? Just like a local?
No, I don't know the actual name of the car wash itself, but it's like a chain. But I bought their like monthly package where you pay like.
Oh, okay.
I think I pay like $28 a month for unlimited, but I could pay $20 per car wash. So I was like, yo, I'm about to do this unlimited.
Yeah, exactly. That makes way more sense.
Yeah, so it's nice. But I was like drying my car off, like getting like little spots off and everything, and then all of a sudden, like I'm just like sweating. I'm like, yo, it's only 70. What's going on? This summer about to be brutal for you, boy.
Bro, because just think, it's just now March. Well, like middle of March. I feel like it really doesn't like, I guess, warm up until like the middle of April. And then May, we're like full swing.
But think about this. Last year when we had summer, most people were stuck inside.
Yeah, that's
so like
true.
You didn't even get to like really sweat. So your body's like, yo, this is not air conditioning inside. What
exactly.
is
this? Also on top of that too, dude, I remember this from last May because I was going over to Amazon. There were some days in the morning where it was like 30 degrees.
Oh no.
Last May, bro. Like it was 30 degrees and then it would warm up to like in the 70s. But that was just last May. So like now for it to already be 70 right now, I'm kind of like, yo, what is this summer about to be like?
Yeah.
Like we just got out of COVID stuff, or I guess we're still in it.
I'm telling you right now, this summer's going to be popping.
Bro, I mean, you already see how Miami is.
People get a little bit of freedom. We see like Miami is. Let me tell you. You better get your girl before they go on that bachelorette trip because, yo, they
no, bro. I'm sure they will.
You ain't got nowhere. Yeah, because you know what's up.
No, bro. Look, once they go down there, see, okay, only thing is, I know I don't have to worry about my girl is because, first of all, she don't even like to, like, get all crazy like that. Now, used to before younger, I'm sure. But now she's like, how fast can I be, like, in bed? Like, can I make it there by 8:30?
Yeah.
So,
well, hell, that's going to be the curfew down there still by the time they get down there. Shoot.
Yeah. Dude, I saw all that stuff. What is it? 8 o'clock right now is the curfew?
8 o'clock curfew.
Bro,
and like, so like people that don't know, I love Miami. Like, I grew up there as a kid. Like, it is my favorite place to go to. It's like, and if you've never been, you don't understand until you actually go. And then as soon as you step foot anywhere in Miami, you'll understand what I'm saying. But
Yeah.
it's another country, bro. It's not part of the US. Like, it is literally like a cultural melting pot. And I think that's what makes it so unique. Because, like,
Yeah.
I feel out of place because I know English. Most
Yeah.
people don't know English down there.
Mm-mm.
But, like, dude, it's such a good time. I don't know. If you've never been to Miami, I definitely recommend going. But so, like, seeing the things that I saw from, like, thousands of people standing on Ocean Drive, bro,
Yeah.
that is not a thing. Like, that's usually a popping spot. A lot of, like, tourists go there. You see a lot of drug dealers down there. You
Yeah.
see, I mean, when I say drug dealers, I mean, like, people just posting up, like, ready to sell you whatever you need, but they're also,
Yeah.
like, flexing their cars and their money. You know
Mm-hmm.
what I mean? Like, that's the spot to be, to flex. Like, people, that's where the rich people come with their Lamborghinis and all those kind of things. That's where you see that. They can't even get cars up and down that street because there's
Well,
thousands
I
of
know
people in it.
they had shut down people getting to South Beach over there.
And
The
that's where that
police
is.
did.
Yeah.
And so dude, they're talking about opening like New York back up. Here's the thing, I think it'll be the exact same way.
Yes, sir.
Like, because I mean, Miami's one of the only places people know that they could go, have fun, no mask, no restrictions, like all that type of stuff. And so now you're talking about another major city possibly doing that. Like, people are going to flood those as soon as school is done. If this thing is still happening in May, think about when everybody's out of all adults are starting to take breaks from like work and things of that sort. All the kids get out of college. And then on top of that, you got the people that just naturally go there anyway from like other countries. Bro, it's going to be mayhem in those two places.
Get your
I
vaccine
think it'll be
quick,
like
folks.
Tom's
Get
too.
your vaccine quick, because
Yeah.
everyone's gonna be out.
Dude, I think I mean they keep saying they're like all they're projecting like more numbers of people like getting vaccines and stuff. Um if they really do get like everybody vaccinated by July.
Yeah. Well, so
Oh yeah.
where I live, well, really just East Tennessee. It's not just where I live. East Tennessee, I think 12 counties just announced that they are, like, if you're over 16, you're eligible for the vaccine as of today.
Really?
Yeah, because
See,
obviously,
bro,
like,
that
obviously they were giving it to, like, elderly people, like people that worked, like, front lines, those kind of
yeah,
things.
yeah.
Now it's you're over
Anybody. Yeah.
16, you're eligible.
See, I mean, bro, if that happens, yeah, we'll be back full swing, and uh, yeah, it'll be crazy. I've been watching those videos from Miami and stuff.
Me
Like
too.
what they say, it was like they had a I guess like 10%, 15% increase than like normal for spring break. Which I mean, you're like, oh, 10 or 15. That's a lot of people though. Now you're talking about what, close to tens of thousands of people coming. So now just imagine like, oh, if they just open up one more major city. Houston's open, Miami's open.
I feel like Atlanta is technically open.
Oh yeah. I forgot. Yeah, Atlanta is. It is.
So
The
I don't
other parts of Georgia, they're kind of,
know.
but yeah, but Houston, Miami. Now, I'm just, man, that New York one though, that'll be crazy.
Just to speak in New York terms, on God, like,
Wait, you wait, say that again?
dead ass New York about to be wide open.
Bro, oh man. Speaking of which, I'm going to well, not the same, but going to Philly next week though.
Wow, that'll be interesting to see how that is, because remember they were doing that whole other, like, lockdown and stuff a few months
They're
back.
still locked down. Still not. It's not as bad. It's kind of similar to well, not here because we're open, but
Yeah,
like how like Nashville or like out there East Tennessee, like how it is to where I think it's are y'all at 50%?
I think technically, yeah.
Okay, it's 50%. Oh, 50% and mask and stuff still, unless you're sitting down, but you can like indoor dine, stuff like that. So at least we should be able to kind of go around and see stuff. A little
That trip
bit.
out west we got in June, I think that's gonna
Oh
be
yeah, no,
live.
that'll be lit.
That's gonna be back to
Yeah,
normal.
that's about to be. Yeah, that's gonna be crazy. Yeah,
Yeah,
we're only thing is, I think we probably will have to wear a mask on the plane.
yeah.
But outside of that, no, I see them being wide open though too.
Fact.
All right, moving forward.
Bro, so we are 24 hours away from the trade deadline in the NBA.
Yeah.
And I feel like there's so much going on in the NBA because so many people are hurt too.
Mm-hmm.
So I feel like,
Yeah. That sucked for LaMelo. I saw that.
bro, I hope this. He said he's getting a second opinion, so hopefully the second opinion changes.
I
Like,
mean, okay,
it's not out for the rest of the season, you know.
but if you're him though, what do we got? Uh,
And we
April, May,
that's it.
or what place are they in?
Ooh, that's a great question. I don't know.
Because I mean,
They're pretty close to fighting for a last spot, and I think they can still make it without him. Kerry Rozier, Gordon Hayward are both putting up over 20 a game.
okay, yeah, but I mean, if I'm him, I'm like, okay, what? Just to play the next 2 months, like I want to risk next season, like, you know
Yeah,
what I mean? It's just because a weird injury like that is one of those things that can keep like lingering around. I feel like a wrist is almost just like an ankle.
I was gonna say,
You
and then
just
it'll
don't,
turn into Jello.
yeah. If you don't just let it just relax for a second, let the inflammation go down, because they said it was a hairline fracture, so
Mm-hmm.
it's nothing crazy. And they said he's been playing with it, but it's like dude, it won't go away unless you just chill. And
Absolutely.
it's
Yeah,
like
you land on it wrong one time, you could end your career.
exactly,
Mess
and
your
it's
hand up
like I
forever.
just really wanted to play, and it's like, do you really want your career to end on the Hornets?
Yeah. Well, so right now, technically, they're in seventh, but they're
Okay,
at 500, so they're even, which is
okay.
tied with the Knicks and tied with the Heat. So like, they're a game away from being in fifth place.
Oh,
So,
so I mean, I guess there's some reason there. Then, yeah, for sure, there's reason.
but I mean, they're at least
But
competing.
dude, I would be hard pressed to be for you to convince me though my rookie year
Yeah, facts.
to come right now like let's go, we're balling. I'm like I mean, because I'm looking at how the Nets are playing, they look almost impossible to beat.
Without
Uh,
KD and without Kyrie,
exactly, and I'm looking at the Sixers and how solid they are. They're getting on a roll. It's like,
without Embiid.
you know what dude,
Yeah.
it's like when you look at those two heavy hitters, just not including anybody else at the moment that's starting to get into their hot streak.
Mm-hmm.
Those two people right there, I'm willing to bet most people will take them beating the Hornets in a 7-game series.
Yeah, absolutely.
You know, and I feel like you got to be realistic with yourself and be like, yeah, okay,
Mm-hmm.
it's one season or it's the rest of this season. I can come back next season hot and better, and then we can build on what we had right now.
True.
I
But
think that's smart.
even LaMelo, like, yeah, it sucks that it's his rookie year. But I mean, even players like Steph Curry. Steph Curry's out with the like tailbone contusion or whatever.
Yeah.
And then like we have the Lakers. LeBron and AD are out. So like
Mm-hmm.
now they're about to get screwed because
Bro.
that team cannot win without either of them.
Mm-mm. Yeah, I don't see it because I mean they were saying that Kuzma needs to step up and give him like 25 a game, but
I
I'm
don't know
like,
if
even
Kuzma has that in him consistently.
bro, no. Well, even if okay, he gives you 25, then what? Like,
Yeah,
okay,
yeah.
what is like, bro? I'm still. If you just look at those teams in the West, like, come on, man, that's
Mhm.
dude. And I feel like I made them like a non-factor at one point, but like Phoenix, aren't they in like eighth,
No,
seventh, eighth, something like that?
Phoenix should be like first or second.
Are they? No, I thought
Phoenix and the Jazz are like leading the
I was gonna
West.
say I thought it was the Jazz.
Yeah, they're both like right there because
They're like neck and neck.
I know
Yeah.
The Suns are like 20-5 in their last 25 games. Yeah, they're sitting in second place right now, 2 games back from the Jazz.
Come on, bro. That's crazy.
Mhm.
Like, yeah, bro. I don't see how what Portland is right there in the mix too.
And Denver and the
Uh
Clippers.
well, see, I mean, the Clippers were a given for me
Yeah.
though.
So the Clippers and the
Like,
Lakers are tied for third right now.
all
And
right.
then they're only a game and a half ahead of Denver. They're only 2.5 games ahead of Portland. So I mean,
Yeah,
like the Lakers lose 5 in a row, dude, they could be not even in the playoffs right now.
exactly. And I could easily see that happening if you got Kuzman as your
Hmm.
guy.
Well, so that's the thing. Trade deadline coming up right now. The talks for the Lakers, Kyle Lowry from Toronto. Which if they
Mhm.
get Kyle Lowry and then add back LeBron and AD, that's a huge three. That's not even called a big three. That's a huge three.
Yeah, that's solid. Even though I don't believe in Kyle Lowry that much, he does make a team or two dynamic players better. I mean, we saw
Absolutely.
that.
Oh, and he can give you the threes, but he sacrifices his body on defense. He'll take a
Yeah,
charge
yeah.
in a heartbeat.
I don't know why I just want to hate on him, but I do.
Yeah, I feel you. But anyways, I mean, they're talking about adding him. Andre Drummond is apparently on the move. If they had a good center like that, and he could also go to Brooklyn. That's the other thing. If he goes to Brooklyn, bro, oh my Lord.
That's too much. They'll win it all this year.
But also, I feel like literally sweep everybody.
Yeah, and I feel like the Lakers gotta kind of be kicking themselves too, because Dwight Howard, how he's been playing for the Sixers.
He's been playing well.
They gave him away, and it's like they could have used that right now because they thought Paul Gasol would be doing something. And what is that like? You know what I mean? It's a weird situation for them, which I'm sure. Because what is exactly wrong with AD?
It's an Achilles, I believe. I think they're calling it like a calf Achilles. I think it's Achilles. But it's just like a tendonitis type of thing.
And so they don't want to risk it. So it's kind of like what with KD, where like
with the calf.
Well, that was completely different, but yeah, he had his calf. Wasn't it? It was like the other Achilles tendon though that broke. I mean, snapped. It was like I don't know. That was weird. But also he's taking his sweet time to come back too.
Yeah, because he knows his team's winning, and he's about to just show up in the playoffs like,
I
forgot about me, huh?
Because I think he's supposed to be down right now with like a hamstring injury or something.
He's rehabbing that calf still.
Oh, the same calf?
Yeah, he's almost. Steve Nash came out and said that he's at like the tail end of the recovery process. So I mean, I'd say he probably gets in 2-3 weeks of.
Bro, he dug on and played like the first 15?
Yeah,
first 20?
Exactly.
And then all of a sudden, bro, because I know I saw something where they said it was like he had some issue with his hamstring too. I know. I think it's fluff. I think it was to get James Harden over there, and then, like you said, to show up in the playoffs and just be a sniper. Just here we go.
It's not even gonna be fair.
No. While we're on the topic of basketball, I wanted to hear your thoughts on Draymond. Did you hear this dude?
This man.
Bro, and my friend go ahead. I don't even want to go ahead.
For the people that don't know, this man said that he was the greatest defensive player of all time.
All time, bro.
Ever.
All time. And I said, bro, I don't even know if this man is even in the top consideration right now, dude. And some of my friends and I get how that can sound kind of crazy. And some of my friends were telling me because he won defensive player, and it was like in 2016, 2017. And I was like, bro, I started looking this up, and okay, in that year, everyone thought that Kawhi was supposed to win that because he had the overall best, and then behind him was Rudy Gobert. And I was looking at Bleacher Report. They ranked it off of every 100 possessions when you held a team under 100 points. And they took who were the top candidates. I had the best defensive statistics on those teams that did that to teams consistently. And you came out with those people. And I think Clay was like fourth or something like that. But my friends were telling me that since Draymond was guarding like big men and also happened on the perimeter, he became more all around. But in Bleacher Report, they were saying how Kawhi had the best statistics for within the paint and on the perimeter. They said, but Rudy Gobert edged him out by the restricted area with the rim protection. And so I'm like, okay, so even still then, that doesn't put Draymond. So it goes on to explain how he ended up winning it. But I'm like, that's he's been an all-star 3 times. But outside of that, though, dude, he's not on any NBA teams. Like, he won defensive player 1 time. How could you? I was like, they were going on to say that he might be top 20 elite in today or all time, like, defense. And I'm having a hard time putting my head like around that. Like,
I know last night after he made this comment, like the game. So last night was the first game since he made that comment. And I want to say his plus minus was like minus 22. Like he had like a terrible defensive game.
Yeah, dude, they spent a whole 2 minutes clowning him today on ESPN.
Yeah.
just showing all the flaws of his missed assignments, non-rebounding. Like they were just going play to play to play, and I was like, and they did multiple games. It was just a 2-minute reel, like, but dude, you can't find that with anybody else that claims to be
No.
the greatest ever. Like, do you think Dennis Rodman has a tape like that?
No way.
No.
Because you try to go around Dennis Rodman, he's clotheslining you, bro.
Yeah, like that you won't find that, bro. Like it's.
You think Shaq doesn't even have any of those either,
bro? No, I mean you might see like a lazy play out of Shaq, but Shaq was also 300 something pounds though.
Yeah.
Like, and he's 7'1".
Yeah.
What are you, 6'5", like 240? Come on, bro. Like, I wouldn't even be mad at Shaq if he took a play off. If he just stood at the other end and just was like, I'm not playing defense. Yeah, he's 7 foot, 300 pounds. Like, dude, it's just the fact that he felt so confident to say that. That just lets me know that how he feels about the team this year.
Mm-hmm.
On that team this year, I could see how he was the best. Sure, okay. Like, that's for your team though, not for the whole NBA. Like,
and of all time, bro.
Yeah, like what is that? Like, I don't get. Dude, all I've ever heard is that Draymond's undersized.
Mm-hmm.
He helps out on bigs because he can be a presence, but he's not the best perimeter defender.
No way.
And all my friends were trying to like say that today. They were like, well, he can guard basically like 1 through 5.
Dude, I don't think so. I disagree with that.
No, dude, he does not effectively. I don't see that.
No, but like, I know who can guard 1 through 5 effectively. Kawhi Leonard.
Yeah, exactly. And also, I mean, as much as they want to say as far as maybe his offensive output, Giannis.
Yeah.
Giannis is great for 1 through 5. He can run with any guard, bro. Mm-hmm. He's longer than them. When his rim protection is a little bit off, just because he's not a big body like that, but he gets rebounds, bro.
Bro, I would even say Jason Tatum's a better defender. I would say Bam Adebayo is a better defender.
Bro, especially rim protector.
Yeah.
Bam, bro. We saw his performance in the doggone finals.
Yeah.
Like, come on. Like, I know he has such a short sample, like, of, I guess, games to work off of. Because he's only been in 6 years.
This is only year 3. And he didn't even play his first year. He did not even touch the floor.
Right. And so, I mean, in comparison to Draymond, so I don't know if that's entirely fair.
Okay, but then let's go ahead and talk about other superstars. It goes without saying, LeBron and AD.
Yes, exactly. Like, dude, you know, okay, as much as they say like James Harden, I'm not saying he's the greatest defender.
But no, but when he wants to.
Like, I didn't know like some of those stats that they were throwing around about him. I was like, yo, I mean, this whole time I thought he was just completely lazy on defense, but he actually like he does enough, you know, like to where you can say, yeah, he's a good defender. He's not a liability. You don't have to hide him.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna see if you agree with this point. So I told them when they had Zaza, Clay, and Iggy, and Draymond. Iggy by far was the best defender that they had.
Facts.
Then it was Clay for as far as like being like a 3-and-D guy. Then Zaza was by far their rim protector.
Absolutely.
And then after that, they found a way to work Draymond in that as far as defense. I wouldn't say they went as far as hiding him like how they did, like, you know, like Isaiah how they did Isaiah Thomas, where, you know, like they went on that whole thing. They were like, we got to hide him in the defense, whatever, so he doesn't get picked apart. But Draymond was definitely like the weaker link.
Facts.
When it came to defense. I mean, nobody expects defense out of Steph, but you know, like, I mean, but he guarded his position to the best he could.
Well, and he has play helping on help side.
Exactly. And I was like, dude, how can you say if every year on your team you weren't the best defender, how do you all of a sudden become 1, an elite defender, and then 2, the greatest of all time? To me, that doesn't even make sense, bro. Like,
yeah.
I feel like
whatever he's smoking, bro, I'd like to try it once.
That's it, man. I told him, I said, bro, he had to smoke the best pack of his life before he got on there. He was like, hell yeah, I'm the best ever.
Yeah.
That's had to be what that was. Just because when I think of like an elite, just say player in general.
Mm-hmm.
That means they do high performance numbers. They don't have to have the best numbers,
Mm-hmm.
but high performance numbers on a consistent amount of time. And I feel like you almost got to put it close to what, like 7-10 years.
Yeah,
To be like,
I'd say like a 7 to 10 year range is fair.
yeah, to be like, yeah, they're elite. Like, okay, bro, Dame
That was
shooting
exactly.
the ball.
I was gonna say. I heard him talking today about how Dame should be MVP frontrunner because he has done this every single year.
Facts.
It's not a 1 year thing. Dame does this. That is what Dame does.
Yeah, and if you look at the premise over how people have won it over the past couple of years, I mean, you look at that's why James Harden ended up winning it because of his high performance at Houston. Russ, that's how he ended up winning because triple doubles, 2 years in a row, averaging. I mean, yeah, with that argument, I could see as to why he should be. I still think LeBron should be at the front, but now he's hurt. I don't know.
Yeah.
I feel like
I felt like Embiid should be up there. Jokic is definitely up there.
Well,
Jokic is averaging a triple double a game.
Yeah.
That's a big
but
man.
Only reason why I say Embiid probably shouldn't is just because also he missed a lot of time too, though, from injury.
That's fair.
And I feel like that's something you get. Even though I feel like that sucks to count against, you got to take that in.
Yeah.
Like if a guy's playing, let's say Dame finishes out and he ends up playing 68 games where you only played 50, or 40, it's kind of like, I mean, this dude did more.
Yeah, averages. It's all political. Like they want a number 1 seed or number 2 seed player to win it. Like if you're going to win a championship, they'll give it to you.
Yeah. But man, I just think just going back to Draymond for 1 second. I brought up that point earlier of he was an all-star 3 times. There's no way you can be the greatest defender of all time if you're not. Bro, they will put you on an all-star team just for defense.
It's fan voting.
Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's like if you were that elite, people are aware. There's not that many casual people that have no idea what's going on in basketball to where they wouldn't vote for you.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? Like, and if I'm not mistaken, he's been in 9 seasons. I have to look at his basketball reference again.
I believe so.
So, yeah. So it's like, so I guess 1/3 of that you were an all-star. One time you won Defensive Player of the Year, but you were not considered the best one. Even then. Yeah. It's weird, dude. But okay, I'm glad though you kind of said you see where I was going with that. My friends were picking me apart earlier, bro, for that. And
do you not get big Paul Pierce vibes from Draymond?
Yes, absolutely, bro. Okay, except I don't know if that's fair to Paul Pierce though, because Paul Pierce at one point in time he was the truth. He was called the truth, and he produced. I think they honestly probably should have won 3 rings.
Bro. But I'm just saying, like when he states opinions, like because he believes that LeBron's not like one of the greatest, and it's because
Paul Pierce.
Yes, but it's because how LeBron did him. You know what I mean? Like without LeBron, yeah, I think. If LeBron's not a thing and Miami LeBron is not a thing, I think the Celtics team's probably 3-peats.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Yeah. They were unstoppable, bro. They seemed that team just had a cohesion that you just can't find. I wouldn't say anywhere, but it's hard to find. Teams are looking for that to put together championship teams.
Yeah, I mean, dude, their 1 through 5 was unbelievable. Rondo, Ray Allen, Paul Pierce, even Perkins played a good role there.
Yeah, bro.
With KG.
So,
I mean, shoot.
But I absolutely, like you said though, I think it comes from frustration with LeBron, and I mean he put a halt to his legacy. You remember playing like the video game. Paul Pierce was one of the best people you could play with.
Yeah.
But I know they tweak games, but just imagine now, if he was considered like one of those Hall of Famers that you play with like in a game or something. Now, like what will it be like if he ended up winning 3 rings versus 1?
Yeah.
It changes everything and how people think about Paul Pierce. There's kids now that have no idea who Paul Pierce is.
Facts. There's probably people listening right now who are like, Paul Pierce was good.
Yeah, exactly. Like they're like, wait, what? So, when you take that in, I mean, yeah, I see why he is kind of salty.
I mean, you can't. But like, I feel like game recognized game. Like,
Yeah, but if you already got a hater in you,
that's true.
and you had a little salt with that, and then it almost becomes personal because LeBron has had times to like where he could come out and like speak up for Paul George, Paul Pierce, but all instead though he's just been like, I mean that was a solid team, but like it's our time, it was our
Yeah.
time, like you know what I'm saying, like
but who won the championship? Me.
exactly, you know, like when he says stuff like that, so he doesn't even really fully address you of who they're speaking about,
Yeah.
then it's kind of like it almost sounds more personal. So yeah, I can see why he's like that.
I mean, that's fair.
Yeah.
So if the Lakers or the Nets get one of these big men that we talked about, whether that's LaMarcus Aldridge, Andre Drummond, one of these guys, that's going to be unfair.
Oh yeah.
But I think the biggest trade that I want to see is where Lonzo goes.
Yes and no. Because, well, I guess that's not the same. Because I was gonna say Steph. Pretty sure isn't Steph a free agent this year?
Maybe. But I mean, free
And
agency and getting traded are going to be way different, though.
right. Because I was gonna say I'm way more interested in that because apparently the Lakers are gonna try to make some push for him. And I'd kind of equate that to the same as where like LeBron had to sit down with the Warriors just
Yeah.
because they offered a contract, you know, and it's like out of respect, I mean, you do it, but he never really considered it.
I don't see Steph leaving Golden State.
Yeah, I say that, but look at what he has. I don't want to take away from what you asked with the trade talk, but bro, just look at that though.
Yeah.
What is keeping him there? Not Draymond. And Clay has already been, I mean, Clay hasn't denied trying to leave.
Yeah.
He would be open to a trade and to leave. So it's like, well, if Clay is out of here, I mean, think about it. If you're Steph, what are you saying? Yeah, let me stay with Draymond.
No.
You're like, you know what? I think I'm good on this. I have my time. I appreciate it.
Yeah,
You
but
know,
I
like
mean, I feel like he's going to probably try to get people there as opposed to leaving, if that makes sense. Because I feel like him and Steve Kerr click really well.
but who's going to Golden State though?
Well, that's a great question.
Like, I don't see anybody trying to run over there. Only person that did it was KD.
But that was because of what they had, and now that's done. That's
Exactly.
long gone
Like,
now.
you know what I'm saying? Like, if anybody has more incentive to like the Knicks,
Ooh.
like you see what I'm saying, and they have the money and the incentive, because
Mhm.
like now you're talking about creating a big rivalry, like as far as the Knicks and the Nets. Like,
Yo,
you know what I'm saying?
that
Like,
would be crazy.
yeah, and remember the Knicks were pushing big to get a lot of big name people.
Hmm.
So I mean, you talk about major market. If you were a guy that was looking to try to chase a ring, play good competition, and make money,
Yeah.
it makes more sense to me to go to New York than to go to Oakland. I mean, not trying to sound like I'm hating on Oakland. It's a great place. I've been
Yeah.
through there a couple of times, but it's not New York City.
Yeah. And
You
I
know what I'm
mean, and
saying?
you got to look at the roster too. Like, especially if Steph wants more rings, I guess that makes more sense.
Yeah, you know, and it's like I don't even know if New York is in the mix for him, but I'm just saying, like, as far as okay, people that are on the table, like big names coming up, you know, it's kind of like who are they more inclined to listen to? Would it be Golden State or would it be the Knicks? I mean,
Yeah,
you just
especially
saw
with
the Knicks.
The Knicks having a chance to like become what the old Knicks used to be.
Exactly.
Like
And they
really
just got
strengthened. Jeez.
two or three first round picks this past year. They got another two or three coming up.
Yeah, I mean, and
And they
everyone.
have the money.
I was saying
It's like,
their players are balling right now because I mean
yeah.
they were only
See,
projected to win 21 games this year and they won game 22 last night. So I mean they're gonna blow the over under out of the water.
you see what I'm saying? It's like if you're a guy that's looking for big market money and potential, you're like, okay, Oakland or the to me, dude, it would just be like
That's a no
if
brainer.
they
Now that you
yeah,
say it,
you know
I
what I
mean it's
mean?
a no brainer. Makes sense.
Yeah. Like so I don't see how he can really persuade people unless the Knicks just don't do that, unless they just go with player development. Then okay, but I don't even okay. Let's take that all aside. I still don't see how people will try to just like who's he going to persuade to come there? Because you're talking about at this point, you have some young guys that are gonna come up and ball, and we see that they are good at player development. That's how Steph and Clay and Draymond and all them became who they were.
Mm-hmm.
But you're talking about doing that a whole cycle again, and it's like I don't even know like who would be interested in that right now.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know
And
anybody either. And
yeah,
I think we thought all these other superstars were going to leave. We thought Giannis was going to be out of Brooklyn or out of Milwaukee.
and he re-signed that extension.
Yeah, exactly.
So like, and you're talking about not only in the West, like look now at who you're facing, bro. You have the Suns who are balling. We just went through that top six. First of all, when the Suns are balling, bro, you know the West is loaded.
Yeah, you got the Jazz, you got the Suns, you got the Nuggets, the Clippers,
bro,
the Lakers, Portland.
Yeah, like you know what I mean? Like that's dude, that is hectic. You're telling guys, hey, come to Golden State and battle for it.
No.
All right. Cool. Yeah. Appreciate the offer.
Even when you have like Dallas too. Dallas is a pretty good team.
Yeah, bro. Yes. Like it's not the West isn't sweet at all. Like
no.
That's a rough journey over there right now. So I mean, you're telling the guy to come in and build guys because now you're gonna have to not only bring in multiple guys like the Nets did, you're gonna now have to build some type of cohesion and make them all perform. Like that's a hefty task, bro.
I don't know if Steph's ankles can handle that.
Yeah, and on top of that, look, okay, how did they not get guys like KD left because he wanted to run his own team, and then KD persuaded James Harden to come there instead of going to Golden State. Why wouldn't James Harden just go to Golden State?
Yeah, true.
You see what I'm saying? There was other guys throughout the market that had that same opportunity, and they chose all to go elsewhere, knowing how down bad the Warriors were. There was ever a time to, I guess, take over the team when Steph and Clay were out last year.
Yeah.
And you saw KD was leaving. Well, I mean, yeah, you could have brought in anybody you wanted to. Or you could have convinced any guys, hey, it's going to be completely yours. Do it the way you will.
Also, why didn't they not draft LaMelo? Why did they draft Wiseman instead? You know, that's another thing with Golden State. Because I mean, I feel like LaMelo is going to make them and the Timberwolves regret not drafting.
Oh yeah. Well, also on top of that too, it's just because I think why they didn't is because they had gotten rid of Quentin Cook by that time. They had I thought
was Livingston.
Where did D'Lo go?
D'Lo's in Minnesota.
So that probably explains that one right there, because remember he was at Golden State there for a second. So I'm sure that's why they didn't bring Melo there. I really don't know why Golden State wouldn't bring him there. I really don't. Because I mean, he could have did the same thing that he's doing in Charlotte there. And
being a role player.
Honestly, yeah, and he honestly probably could have been more useful to him, being that Steph is out again now. So like,
well, I was gonna say, and even with him and Steph on the floor, he'd average like 20 assists a game because he would just find Steph coming off a screen and Steph would just spray.
But do you think he plays too fast tempo for Steph?
I think Steph would adjust though.
I think Steph likes half court offense.
I think so, but I mean, at the end of the day, like you can kind of split it up because Steph's probably gonna be double teamed off the ball. They're probably, and then like it's LaMelo's rookie year. They don't have as much film on him, so like he's probably just gonna work them anyway, like he has been doing in Charlotte. So I mean, like, you're double teaming one guy, leaving LaMelo on one-on-one. I'm gonna take LaMelo a lot.
Right.
So I don't know, but his brother though is going to end up somewhere, and
Lonzo, dude, and they say, go ahead, my bad.
I was gonna say, and it could be in Charlotte.
And they say if that happens, they also said that Charlotte's looking at signing Jello to a 1 year.
Yeah.
Dude, if I'm Michael Jordan, I'm doing it just to sell tickets.
Yeah, facts.
No doubt about it.
Dude, Magic Johnson came out 2 days ago and said that Lonzo has the highest basketball IQ of any point guard in the league.
Well, he still said, but he wanted De'Aaron Fox, so he can take that and shove all that back up there, bro.
Yeah.
He already gave his take on Lonzo.
Well, and he let LeBron trade Lonzo anyway.
Exactly. And well, when he was mad at the dad, he
Mm-hmm.
decided to take it out on the kid and say he was like, I wanted De'Aaron Fox. So I don't care, bro. I mean, we know that about Lonzo, bro. Like we all saw Lonzo through high school, through
UCLA.
his 1 year of college.
Yeah.
And any guy that can immediately do that and go from that to then playing that summer basketball and then coming in and having to adjust to his new role and not completely crumble. Yeah, bro, we know he has a high basketball IQ. He appeased you for a year, and a possible second year was in consideration.
Mm-hmm.
It's just, dude, I hate how they handled him his first year. And you still see it at the Pelicans. Like, why won't they? Okay, soapbox here. Why won't you just try and let the guy run? Just let him, bro. Try it. Well, I'm not saying a whole season. Give him 10 games. Just 10. I mean, you're going to lose him anyway. Like, well, I mean, maybe not, but at first, not now. But at first, you had a good chance of losing those games. Like, why not just see what happens in those 10 games of just letting him play more for you? Say, hey, I don't want you to run this system right here. I want you to play ball how we are. So we're still calling plays. We're still running some type of structure, but you are free flowing through this how you're used to. That the dude did it at such a high level to where he was able to be drafted in the top 3. He was a lottery pick, bro.
Mm-hmm.
Like, that's not a mistake. That doesn't just go away. I mean, maybe in some cases, like, but okay, you know how like there's always some type of like discrepancy on guys of like if they should be in the top. I feel like there wasn't much discrepancy on him. People were like, he needs to adjust shooting, but no,
look at him now, bro. He's splashing,
bro. He is, and everybody's like, but overall, yeah, he's a high quality, ready for the NBA player.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like everybody agreed on that. And it's like all of a sudden now this guy just squanders and his numbers just disappear. No, that doesn't just go away. And the only place you're letting him play free at is on defense, and he's giving you high quality defense.
Yep.
It's like, yeah, if you let him do that with the ball too, things might change.
Yeah,
like,
probably so.
Yeah. I don't know. But yeah, if I was Mike, I'm signing all of them. Just I would just do 1 year, bro. It's my team. I'm doing 1 year just to see how it goes. If it goes to absolute crap halfway through, we're shipping everybody out. We're getting them out of there.
It's Michael Jordan. He can do whatever he wants. Like,
exactly.
So if it doesn't work, he can fix it. But if it does work, Michael Jordan's a genius.
Exactly. Yeah. Damn, bro, we just spent an hour on basketball. You want to switch it up a little bit?
Yeah, let's do it.
Well, actually, this is still kind of basketball, but I thought this was interesting. Did you see that whole situation with Patrick Ewing?
Yeah,
at
dude.
Madison Square?
So the coach of Georgetown now, if for anyone that doesn't know, obviously his jersey is hanging in Madison Square Garden from when he played at the Knicks.
Hanging.
Retired.
Not in somebody's office.
Yeah.
Not in the corner. Not just
Raptors.
Bro, like you look up and you see it.
Yeah.
Like, what?
Yes, bro. And security's like, hey, bro, you can't go here. What are you doing?
Like,
what are you doing here?
Yeah.
Wait,
dude,
what?
I thought that was so crazy. Bro, do you fire that guy? Do you fire them?
On site.
Bro, is it like if I'm the head security, like I'm over them, I'm like, yo, y'all gotta go today, bro.
Mm-hmm.
Like clock out right now.
Yeah,
like,
and I'm keeping your last check for this.
Yeah. Because okay, bro. First of all, Patrick Ewing isn't some tiny dude, bro.
No.
I don't care if he was in regular clothes, a suit, hell, whatever he was in, bro. The guy's almost he is 7 foot, right?
Yeah, I mean, but like exactly, I can understand like confusing like Jeremy Lin or like
bro.
Thomas. Like,
yeah, like okay, cool. But how many 7-footers you see just running around here, just randomly in a stadium? On top of that, like not just a building, a stadium.
Oh yeah,
Like,
you're 7 foot tall. You don't belong in Madison Square Garden.
yeah, like what? I would probably like, hey man, like oh, where you going, or like, what are you doing? Not like, hey, you can't beat.
Who are you?
You'd be like, whoa, I think you need to re-ask yourself that question. Who am I? No, who are you, bro?
Mr.
What?
Security Guard.
Bro, he probably, I guarantee he laughed at first. He probably thought it was somebody that just wanted to talk to him.
Yeah.
And
Had
he
to be.
probably
He
chuckled.
thought it was like a joke or something. Had to.
Yeah, he probably chuckled and kept walking, and then they got serious, and he was like, dude, I could just imagine this situation. Like, oh, you're actually talking to me. Oh, oh, okay, wait. Like, what?
Yeah,
Bro,
no way.
I
Bro.
thought that was so crazy, bro. Like, I couldn't believe it.
I was really pulling for them to just do a lot better and like win the tournament or something. Just like,
Yeah.
just to be
Oh,
like,
did they lose? I hadn't been watching.
yeah, they lost. They lost the first game. They got actually blown out the first game by Colorado. So,
No.
but I mean, they at least made it. So, is what it is.
Oh, speaking of like teams making it. So did you see? Well, this was big news. But all the number one seeds in girls basketball all made it to the Sweet 16.
Yeah, I saw that. I mean, that's women's basketball. There's such a level of there's a different level. There's levels to this, if this makes sense, on the good teams and the bad teams.
When they were saying that, I was like, dude, come on, bro. Like,
but like, also look at those things. What is it? UConn, Stanford. Who are the other?
I didn't even see them all, but yes, yeah, they're all in there though.
Yeah,
they also were talking about how UConn won't have their coach tonight. Oh boy.
Well, they didn't have their coaches last night. He won by 4. They won by 40 something.
Yeah, like it's weird that the like they made it seem like it was so strange because it's like, oh, you mean to tell me the 4 number 1 seeds had all the best girls in the country go to their schools?
Surprise!
Wow. Like, it's what, dude? It's I feel like it's such an agenda being pushed that it's you see it plain as day, and you're like, come on,
bro. But I will say, did you see the craziness? Like, do you see the pictures between the like women's weight room and the men's weight room?
Yeah.
Oh my god, bro.
Yo, somebody got fired. You know they did. Somebody got fired, bro.
Instantly. Like who thought that was a good idea?
Yeah.
Well, like, who thought that was okay?
Bro, okay, you know I was listening to Andrew Schultz, and he was like, no, he said, bro, a woman signed off on that. And at first that's what I was like, wait, what?
Yo,
he said, bro,
probably true.
He said, think about this, bro. He said, what guy was gonna look at like a weight room and be like, all right, men get this and women get this? He said, with all the like the women's stuff going on right now, he said, I guarantee. He said every guy in that room stayed clear of that whole issue. They were like, no, I'm not even gonna try to do that. He said, but there was a woman. He said, I guarantee there was a woman over it, and she was like, well, let's just give them some type of weights because they don't really lift that much, or they don't lift often. He said, I guarantee that's, and I was like, kind of, I could see it.
I could see that.
Because like right now, yeah, dude, not too many guys want to touch like women issues, I guess, if you put them that way.
I don't blame them.
Yeah, not at all. Like, not at all. And he was like, and they just automatically just set up the weight rooms like that. He was like, they would have been better if they would just laid out like yoga mats or something, because they gave them that little tower and yoga mats.
couldn't even give him a bench, nothing. Like, what are we doing, bro?
You know what I would have did? I would just gave everybody. I would just have little stations of resistance bands and yoga mats. Called it a day. I don't want any machines in there, because how many people are lifting like that, bro, at a basketball tournament?
Well, and that's the thing is like, why are you doing so much strength training at a tournament? You should have already done that. That work should have been put in.
Over, gone, out the window. Like it's not happening anymore. If anything, you're doing a lot of rehabbing, core training. That's why I would just do yoga mats and resistance bands.
Yeah.
Maybe some kettlebells here or there, but like nothing too crazy. Like and I probably would have just made one weight room for everybody. Like, not, I know they're trying to keep everybody separate, but
Well, they're in different locations, so that's why. Because like the men are in Indianapolis and the
okay.
women are like in like a few different locations.
Oh, the women are playing multiple? Because I know
Yeah,
the guys are like, because what they went from like their conference ones to like the Midwest, and then but the women aren't doing the same
no,
yet.
because I know a couple of the women's regions are in different parts of Texas, and then I don't know where the other ones are. But I know like with the men, they're like there's 4 courts, but it's all in Indiana. Like I think they're using like
Yeah,
2 in Indianapolis. I want to say they're using like Purdue and Indiana, like the universities.
yeah.
Like they're using those as like bubbles. But
Yeah.
I think that might be done now that there's less teams. I think they're going to shrink it into like 1 or 2
Yeah.
places, so that way
As
they
it
can run
goes,
games
okay.
multiple
So
times.
yeah, but they're not quite there yet. There.
Yeah.
No, that's somebody received hell for that though, or they're just keeping it super quiet. They're just acting like they didn't make the decision. They're just like, oh, that's so crazy that happened.
Bro, I
They're
saw
just
that and I was like,
avoiding it.
yep, somebody just lost their job.
Mm-hmm. Dude, you know they did.
But
What's well, I guess while we're still on basketball too, congratulations to LeBron James and company. They he became part owner in the Red Sox, so that's kind of cool.
which is now his second team that he owns. So
Yeah,
because
dude, that
because I don't even remember the exact number, so I'm probably messing this up, but it's ridiculous. When he bought his share of Liverpool, the soccer team,
yeah.
it's worth like 40 times what he bought in
Oh
for.
yeah, oh yeah. If I'm not mistaken, he had only first initially invested like 6.6 million
Mhm.
into this group. Um, and that group had part ownership in Liverpool. And like you said, yes, it grew exponentially. And so now he has like reinvested into the same group because they're expanding. So they're planning on basically touching every sport and also other ventures. Like, he has like his watch and things of that
Mhm.
sort. They plan on continuing that same cycle of investing in numerous areas, and so they just expanded on into it's the group is called the Fenway Group.
Mhm.
It was based out of Boston, and so they just bought into the Red Sox, which then him reinvesting gave him stake in the Red Sox.
Bro, he's the NBA's Jay-Z.
Yeah, bro.
He's not a businessman. He's a businessman.
God, dude. Yeah, yeah, every time I feel like he's just making more and more moves. That's why I say I don't know how people could genuinely like hate him because okay, though I don't agree with all his political standpoints and views, I would never be disappointed if my son grew up to be like LeBron James.
No, never. I would
I
never.
would be like if I could give my son like outside of myself like a role model to look up to, like LeBron James, bro. Like the guy has, I mean, virtually done everything quote unquote right.
Mhm.
Like he's brought his friends with him that started off at the beginning. He's put them in better positions. He put his mother in better positions, even with her trying to almost basically make him look bad in the middle of his career.
Mhm.
He chose to take the high road and continue to be great. The guy is involved in every business. He's giving back to the community, schools. Not only that, just being a great father.
But then the way he like spends his money too, like I mean, it's always an investment on something.
Yeah, dude. It's like he's like, what's the next move? But even then, too. Okay, going back, bro. You see how many guys who have even grown up with fathers not be good fathers, bro. His kids, when you see them interact with him, they genuinely love their dad.
Yeah.
Like it's not just like we're putting this on for TV. They legit love just hanging out with their dad, bro. Like, and it's like a guy that didn't have a father not showing like he's given his kids what he missed in the best way he knows how, and it seems to be working. Because
Yeah.
what now his son is one of the top prospects in what his sophomore year of high school for the NBA. Like that's crazy, bro. But like it's just so many things that he's done. I'm like, dang, like the dude is just he does it all,
He really does. He really does. And
bro.
With that investment on the Red Sox, though, I do have a question because I saw
Yeah.
this yesterday. So I think we talked about it maybe once or twice on here, but there's
Yeah.
that fan-controlled football league that's been playing. They posted yesterday that you can buy you can become a team owner. Like they are opening that up to the public. So like the minimum purchased, like a minimum share of it is $150.
Huh.
So like I've been thinking for the last probably 15 hours about
Should you become a team owner?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm thinking about it.
I mean, okay, how are they doing right now though?
I mean, pretty successful from what I've seen. I mean, I don't know the longevity of this. That's kind of my biggest concern.
Right. Do you think you would lose 150 though?
I mean, if I do, I do. I mean, I feel like
Right.
that's an I feel like that's an investment that's like worth it.
Very meaningful.
Because I mean, if you look at the names of the team owners, like you have Quavo owns a team, and he's partnered up with a few other celebrities on there. Austin Eckler, NBA running back. I'm so dumb. NFL running back. He owns a team. Marshawn Lynch owns a team. I mean, like you have players like Johnny Manziel plays on a team. So
my thing is though, are those people just trying to recoup their money back by being owners and not opening it up to the public?
I don't know.
So is that a way for them like to recoup their initial investment to make sure that they cover that and then go from there?
Yeah, I mean that's a great question because I don't know because it looks like everything that I saw yesterday when I was kind of researching this and deciding like, hey, do I want to spend $150 on this or
Right.
not?
Every part of me right now is saying yes.
And that's how I feel. But I'm just like, but now it's like which team? Because it's like, who do I want to get? Because like, so the one that Quavo owns, Quavo, Richard Sherman are like the two big names.
Okay.
So
they own it?
They own that team.
Is Richard Sherman still playing in the league?
Probably.
He can own a team and sit there.
Because I mean, Austin Eckler owns the team. And he plays in the league.
With the NBA though.
No, NFL. He's a San Diego or LA Chargers running back.
Huh.
So
because for some reason I feel like that would be like a conflict of interest. Like, the reason why like they won't let LeBron own a team right now.
Mm-hmm.
So
I agree. And then there's Marshawn Lynch owns a team, and I mean he's the big name on there. But there's a former WWE wrestler that is the other co-owner of that team.
Yeah.
And then there's a former UConn basketball player is the third owner of that team. So it's like
bro, we could I say we could slide in there.
So the team that Johnny plays on, Bob Menery is the co-owner. He's the guy that if you ever listen to a Buffalo Wild Wings commercial, he's that voice. But and then Trevor May, pitcher for the Mets, he's a co-owner. Ronnie 2K, if you ever played 2K, Ronnie 2K is a co-owner, and Dalvin Cook, current NFL running back.
Exactly, yeah.
So it's like,
we good. We got to. All right, we already put people up on too much game. We got to talk about that off air.
Yeah, I got you.
But no, I like that though. Yeah, we'll save that.
Yeah, but anyways, that's what I'm like. When I saw that, I was like, "Yo, I could be like LeBron. I could just own a team."
Facts.
So,
bro, and think about if that lasts, another 2-3 years, and it keeps growing. I mean,
imagine if it goes public. Yeah, we're gonna save all the rest of these thoughts.
Yeah, yeah, bro. Woo. Yeah, we're gonna talk about that on the shot.
All right, let's keep a track of making money though, because I need to know how Kanye has all this money. Because if you don't recall, this couldn't be more than 3 years ago, maybe 4 years ago. Kanye was how many $1 million in debt?
I think it was 134, 136. Something
so
like that.
I mean, come on.
In debt. So yeah, dude, I saw that. So they said that they reported that he was like the richest black male
Hmm.
in the U.S. But then like, so I saw the same place I saw reported. They re-reported saying that they were mistaken. He wasn't, but the numbers were still the same.
Hmm.
There's someone richer than him, but it's the numbers are still the same. So yeah, apparently though he made a lot of money off that Gap collab, six point
Hmm.
six billion. So
But dude,
um,
how does Kanye have more money than Michael Jordan?
that is so wild, right? But also, I wonder if he's about to lose all that
Oh,
just because of that divorce stuff with Kim.
yeah,
Like apparently
bro.
they officially
If
filed.
if they make this man pay child support or make him have to give her money, I'm gonna be upset because we
Well,
all know she has plenty of money
bro.
to
Well,
take care of those
a
kids.
good point here is too. Um, they believe she can take control of everything because not only does she have 4 kids, with him like publicly announcing like mental health issues, she can say he's unfit to even have his own, and she can be the what's that Britney Spears just went through, conservatorship or whatever over his entire like entity as a whole,
We're about
which
to change
includes
about to change it from Yeezys to Keezies or something like that.
yeah,
'Cause,
which can include him, his music, any type of business dealings that he has.
oh
They
my,
say I don't know exactly like the full like legal stuff on that, but that is speculation that has been brought up. It's
if that
like,
happens and any other dude tries to get with Kim K, we gonna have to sit him down and talk
bro,
because she has been finessing the game her entire
for the
life.
longest, you talk about playing chess, not checkers, bro. If that's a move she makes,
Mm-hmm.
first of all, it wouldn't be her move, it would be her mama. Chris,
Facts.
you know that would be her. And but talk about a come up. Because I mean, bro,
So let's go through a timeline for people. She got famous for a video with Ray
from
J.
sucking dick.
Literally,
Yeah, from
and
sucking dick. And then after that, she dates the biggest, most famous college running back probably in the modern era.
Reggie Bush,
Uh, yeah, I mean, then she gets with a scrub and
NBA
makes
player.
him famous,
Yep.
and then does away with him, and then comes back out of nowhere with doggone. I mean,
Kanye.
there's a couple of people in the middle there that were
Yeah.
missing, but then she comes back uh, with Kanye. I'm pretty sure she had a little stint there with Wiz Khalifa and stuff like that. A couple little
I'm,
flings here and
I'm
there.
sorry. She probably had a fling with everybody at this point because I mean, there's still
Yeah,
the rumors that I need to know about her and Drake,
exactly.
even during
Yeah.
the marriage with Kanye.
Yeah, it's which I'm sure that probably did happen. I don't. I wouldn't be surprised if all those people just share people, but that's a whole nother
That's
thing.
another topic for another day. But yeah,
Yeah.
I mean, I
So
agree.
like, I could easily see like she and then she built this up, and then she ends up having a kid with him.
Multiple.
Not even one, multiple.
Yeah.
Because and they said like with her having 4, it proves something. I forgot exactly what it is, but with her having 4 children, being in California, it proves something. So, dude, it's just he messed up when he publicly announced mental health issues.
Hmm.
As sad as that is that they can use that against you.
Hey, but he put the ball in her court.
Yeah. I mean,
She got the upper hand instantly.
yeah. It's kind of like we get that. Basically, she said, "Yeah, I get it's your weakness, but I'm gonna use it against you." If
Hmm.
she takes that route, and then I mean, can you really say then at that point that you love the person?
No.
You know what I mean? Like, but okay, but here's the point. I feel like she could argue too. She was like, "I just want to make sure everything that we work together to build stays intact for our kids. I don't want him to do away with that because he tried something else." You see what I'm saying? So I could see why she would do it then, but at the same time, it's like, no, you made it off of his creativity and his business mind to keep going.
Yep.
So if your kids don't ever see any dime of it, it was his to do what he felt to with it.
But I don't want this to happen. But the first thing I think about is if she does that, Kanye goes OJ. And
facts.
and this whole Kardashian thing goes full circle because her dad was the lawyer for OJ.
Mm-hmm. Chris was reportedly dating OJ
Yep.
at the time, or having relations with him while also talking to Bruce Jenner.
And then all of a sudden, like she does that to Kanye, and he goes crazy.
Dude, there's no doubt in my mind if she did that to him, he absolutely bro, he would break.
Facts.
He would Kanye, because I mean we almost saw Kanye break after his mom died.
Mm-hmm.
So now you just add those years and years of trauma plus a mental health issue on top of that,
and then losing everything that you've worked so hard for,
bro. Because I mean, how many times have we heard Kanye complain about his gifts, his the things he offers the world? Like, bro, the rants, the long IG rants on this exact issue, and he's like, they're trying to take it from me, they're trying to kill me. Think about that, bro. Now it's a person that used to say that they loved him. It's not some stranger sitting across the desk saying, I'm taking 90% of whatever you create. He's saying, no, me and you used to lay in the same bed and I'm taking everything. Like,
yeah,
dude,
bro.
Man, that would, for anybody that would hurt and that would send them into this type of setback. I don't even know what you would call it.
I
It
don't
would be sadness, depression mixed with rage. So, but you talk about somebody that already kind of has a history of that, bro. That would have to send them in a spiral. Like just, bro.
And again, I really hope that doesn't happen, and I hope none of that happens.
Me too.
But I mean,
I can hear the IG rant right now.
That's just the first thing I thought of because I was like, oh yeah, he's been on the edge for years.
And think about this. What a time for him to get that collab completed and get rich. Like, richer. Like, just think about that, bro. Like, also, we knew Kanye had a lot of money when he had that personal firefighter staff.
Oh, yeah.
Spraying off his house while the fires happen. That's crazy.
Absolutely, bro. That's another level of money that I will.
Yeah, that's a whole different ball game of money right there. Dude, I really hope it works out for them. I hope they can reconcile. But you heard recently though how Kim no longer can get in contact with him. She can only contact that they have is through his security. So she can only reach him through her security. And I heard Joe Budden talking about this. He was like, he said to him that sounds like irreconcilable differences, because he said, because you're not just talking about just two people breaking up. You're talking about, he's like, there's kids involved. He's like, so like, he said, let's say there's an issue with the kid, and the only way you can talk to them is through their security. He's like, I've been there to where, no, you can't talk to me. Talk to so and so, and they'll tell me that you're here. And so he gave his own personal. He said that gets rough with the kid. He was like, because you're not talking. I'm not calling you about me and you. I'm calling you about what we brought into this world together. And it's like, yeah, dude. That sounds like somebody that's hurt, bro. Like hella hurt.
Hella.
Like, and it doesn't sound like you did the hurting. Like you got hurt. It wasn't as if like, no, I hurt her too, and now I'm hurt because I hurt her. It sounds like you have destroyed me, like my spirit. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, bro, okay, when you get cheated on, like that's what that feels like. That's what you're like, yo, you crushed me, and I don't want any dealings with you
ever again.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like that doesn't sound like normal breakup. Like normal breakup is like phone tag.
Yeah.
Like, as petty as that sounds, but you know what I'm saying. But like,
yeah.
No, when you're hurt though, no, bro, don't call my line. I'm blocking every number possible for you to reach me. Like, you got to go out of your way to talk to me, bro. Like, it won't just be off a random drunk phone call.
Yeah.
Like, you're about to have to talk to everybody and their mama.
And hope they relay the message to me.
Facts. Like, it's like, you're not about to just be calling me like, bro, I'm hurt. I'm hurt.
That'll be interesting to see how that goes. Because, I mean,
And well, I think it's gonna take a long time too because, but that's a lot of business involved,
Oh
and
yeah,
unless she gets that, I guess, type of status over him, then you're talking about splitting up a lot of money, like a lot of money.
yeah, bro. No thanks.
Because I mean, Kim already had some money, yeah, herself.
Mm-hmm.
So,
Let's go ahead and let's not downplay that.
oh yeah, right. I mean, you know,
Kardashian's got like mafia type of money.
yeah. Well, I mean, she was already into the hundreds of millions. Um, before, well, she was getting there before Kanye. Then she slowly, just like with that app, what was it? Her app did like 300 million or something like that in revenue.
Yeah, and now she's doing what are they, Skims.
What is that?
It's like the like underneath clothing that like makes women like look skinny.
Oh my god,
It's like, bro, that's like her clothing thing. It's like,
bro, the
and then they have
hustle
that.
never
I mean, they
stops.
have Dash. They have Dash, which is that clothing store, like the
Really?
Kardashian store.
I never seen it.
It's only in like Miami. I want to say it's only like Miami, LA, maybe New York. I think like those are the only three stores.
It never stops, bro. It never
Hey,
stops.
bro, they say the first million is the hardest.
Yeah, bro. Can't nobody. Was I see this on Twitter all the time. I say the devil works hard, but Chris Jenner works harder, bro. And I'm starting to think that's big facts, bro.
Dude, that's huge facts.
Like, one thing about it, she is going to put her girls in a fantastic position to win.
Mm-hmm.
Like, man, apparently she used to be super broke, and she said she would never go back, and she's made a way to where she never would, no matter who she had to be with, what situation she had to be in.
Her husband turned into a woman
A woman on national television.
for the world to see.
Yeah. And what she do? Picked her face right up and kept it pushing.
Yep.
Like,
Like it didn't matter.
didn't slow down one bit, bro. God, dude, what kind of person is she? Like, yo, you got to be driven by some type of very, very different type of energy, bro.
Oh,
Like,
very
that's not
different.
that's not just some regular everyday willpower. Bro. Your significant other turns into the same sex as you
No,
on TV,
no.
and you're supposed to live with that. Like, whew, could not be me.
Also, you said Twitter, and it made me think about this. Have you seen the
Mhm.
thing on Twitter with Cinnamon Toast Crunch,
What's that?
the cereal?
No, I hadn't seen it at all.
So a guy like 2 days ago opens up a box of Cinnamon Toast Crunch, and there are shrimp tails in his box of cereal. They responded with, "We're
One of his
sorry to see
friends had
what."
to do it.
He said, "We're sorry to see what you found. We would like to report this to our quality team and replace the box." He said, "I'm not sure I'm ready for another box." Because
What
like
is it?
they were like, "We understand, but like we promise our team will look into it. We'll get to the bottom of it and like make it right." But he was like, "No, like,
Fam, I'm suing.
yes, you gave
Uh,
me shrimp tails in my Cinnamon Toast Crunch."
yeah, it's not a box. What, you think I'm getting another box of this
And
little booty $2 cereal?
they literally tried to say that after further investigation, the accumulation of cinnamon sugar that sometimes can occur when ingredients aren't thoroughly blended. It's like, no, that's a shrimp tail. That's not just a clump of
Bro,
cinnamon sugar.
why would they have shrimp tails in there? Somebody was eating on the job and they just flicked it.
Yeah,
Had to be.
because I mean, he posted a picture. It was like a random like string, and then like 4 or 5 shrimp tails that were in the bag, and it was
Do,
like
do they process seafood there like at all?
they shouldn't. It's General Mills, so I mean, it should just be like cereal.
Well, I didn't know, like, maybe their plant, like, I don't know, like, is General Mills like involved in anything else?
I don't think so.
Yo, that is weird. Yeah, I'm suing. Facts.
Dude, imagine if you had like a a shellfish allergy.
Bro. And you know what? I'm milking it, even if I didn't.
Yeah.
I'm pretending like I did that day. I'm like, yo, I don't know, but like my throat's getting crazy. Bro, I'm going all out that day, buddy. And you know, oh, getting a lawyer for that case,
Easy.
that's just walking outside.
Uh-huh.
That's just literally as soon as you put that on Twitter, your inbox is already getting hit up.
I was gonna say his RIP to his mentions and DMs,
bro. I mean, you know, especially on Twitter, that's all these new lawyers are just trying to find a big case like
Hell,
that.
I'm a lawyer at that point.
Bro, I'm telling you, and I'm telling him, yo, bro, we are milking this. You went to the hospital, right? Go right now.
Yeah, yeah.
Bro, oh my gosh, we are getting paid. Oh man, yeah, I would have acted a plum fool. Ain't no way. Like I would have passed out on the video.
you got the phone set up, you go hit record, and you're just like,
man, just fall over. Oh boy, I would have showed my tail right there. Right there on oh man, I'm calling the news station the next day I get out. I'm getting a doggone neck brace for no reason. It's not even a reason to have one of those, but I'm getting one.
The doctor said it helps the swelling go down.
Man, I'm doing everything in my power to make sure I get paid. Because think about it. The plus side of this whole thing is you're getting your case paid for by that lawyer. That's pro bono. That's without a doubt, bro. That is, oh my gosh. Every lawyer is taking that case for free. They're like, yo, this one is completely top to bottom on us.
And I only want like 3%.
Yeah, bro. They're like, just top to bottom, us. Don't even worry about it. We are going to write this one off for the year. Thank you. Like, and then, oh man. So that's gonna be easy. And like any type of money you win out of this is a plus than the $2 you paid for the box.
Mm-hmm.
All you got to do is just continue to show out in public. Like that's it.
Dude, I was like, what a lucky person this was,
man. And you just don't have to go out to eat. Well, you just can't go out in public for a little while because you can't be seen like doing normal stuff. You got to act like you're hurt.
Yeah.
Bro, I missed my opportunity at the gym. Did I tell you about this?
No.
Dang. Man, and Taylor said to me, she was like, you probably should have played around like you were hurt. I was like, dang, I thought about it after it happened, but I was already too cool about it. Bro, I was on the cable machine.
Mm-hmm.
And no, I honestly really almost got hurt for real though.
Oh, I need to know about this because you definitely fumbled the bag. It sounds like.
Yeah, bro. Like, so I was on the cable machine, and I was doing biceps, and we were just standing up, nothing crazy, but I've seen this one like break before, and in the middle of me like curling like this sucker snapped, bro. The cable, whole thing shoots off, and I like go like this. And I just like missed my face. And Taylor was like, she was like, you almost hit yourself in the mouth. And I was like, almost, I should have hit myself in the mouth. Like, I should have. And then,
dude, that would have hurt so bad.
It would have, bro. But think about the payday on that, though.
You would own Gold's Gym.
Bro, I'm suing Gold's Gym and the people that made the workout machine.
That's true.
Like, and that they don't like to go to court for that type of stuff.
Oh, they'll settle.
They like to do settlements. And I heard that in settlements, they give you 80 to 85% of whatever it is of the claim that's on the lawsuit. Right? Man, you talk about getting paid because they do not want that, bro. They don't want it. They're like, F the trial because it takes too long, it's too much time.
Well, and they're probably going to lose anyway.
They lose money and they could still lose.
Mm-hmm.
They'll rather just go ahead and just settle, get it out of the way, and go ahead and just try to bury it, basically.
What do we
they have you sound like?
We're talking like 100 mil, 200
mil? You put according to it's whatever you and your law team agree to is enough for the damages caused to you. You just basically you put out an arbitrary number.
Bro, that number do with a mouth injury? That number's through the roof because I'm telling you right now, I got my teeth knocked out playing basketball, and I got 3 fake ones. and they have caused me so much trouble for the last, I guess, 6 years now.
Yeah.
Oh my God. And it's like, bro, like, and it's not even just like the trouble it's given me. Like, you think about, like, I don't even like really like to smile that much now because it's not like my smile. You know what I mean? Like, it's not it's not how it was for 20 years of my life.
Yeah.
So it's like, bro, like, if that happened to you, oh man.
Be paid, bro. Paid. But I took it up to the front, like the piece of like equipment, and I was like, hey, this just broke off of it, and they were like, oh, all right.
Oh,
and I was like, and Taylor was like, you could have been like, and then they didn't even like attend to me or anything to see if I was heard, like, and I was like, what was I thinking? Like, bro, that was my moment, and it was in the middle of the gym with everybody, so like I could have fell over, like.
You could have been the next Wendy's commercial, major bag alert.
Man, so that gives you all the witnesses you need right there, plus camera footage with us, bro. I had it all. God gives you ways right there, and sometimes we just miss them. Like, that was it. That was a payday right there. Never had to show back up to work again. Can you imagine, bro?
No, bro, you would have been at work because that gym was yours.
Oh, facts. I would have. Woo. Bro, I've seen the owner in there. I've seen his wife's ring. He's this older guy. He's about 50, but he's swole, bro. Jacked. But his wife's ring is blinding. And legit, when I say blinding, I never knew that this was his wife or that he was the owner. My barber knows him. And I was describing this guy one day, and I was describing this lady's ring, and he was like, "You work at a what Golds? Doing blah blah blah." He was like, "That's the owner's wife, dude. Her ring probably covers, all of like, on her finger, it probably covers this whole thing right here, and it's this, and it's not just one of those thick bands. No, it's diamonds."
Oh.
And then it has this lifted stone that sits up with other diamonds around it, and it's this matte buddy. When the light hits it, like, I remember the first time I saw it, I was working out over here, looking this way, and it caught the corner of my eye, and I was like, dang. And I looked up, and she was working at it, and like it was just regular.
No, sir.
Like,
no, sir.
Like it was just. And I was like, please just let a stone fall off of that. Just one of them. Yeah. Like, I don't even need all of it, just one. Because I'm scooping score. We going straight. We going straight to the pawn shop. We getting paid today, buddy. And she probably wouldn't even notice if one dropped off that bad boy.
No.
It's so big. But she's like, anytime she's in there, like, she waves at everybody. She's like, hi. And with this big old rock.
Because it's probably paid for by the memberships you can't cancel there.
Yeah.
Bro, I had a membership there for like 6 months after I moved because I could not get it canceled.
Damn, I didn't even know that.
And then, like, everybody I talked to wouldn't let me cancel. And then I finally showed up there. I was like, F it, we're going back. So I drove 2.5 hours back to show up to cancel my gym membership. And then, we don't have a manager on duty. We can't cancel it. And I was like, no, listen. No, I just drove 2.5 hours. I've been trying to do this for 6 months. Mm-hmm. We're canceling this today.
Yeah, we're getting this done.
We can't do it until a manager gets in. We'll give him a call.
Yeah, right now. Let's go. Yeah. No, yeah, dude. Apparently, he owns all the ones here, like all the Ghost gyms.
Yeah,
like Murfreesboro and Smyrna.
Must be nice, bro. Must be nice.
Must be. But well, bro, you got anything else you want to chat about?
I think that's a good amount for the people today.
Yeah. Cool. Yeah, I'm good. That was a good time, bro. Yeah. Thank y'all for listening to us, hanging out with us. Glad we could find a little bit of time in our work schedules to get on here. So yeah, we appreciate y'all. And continue to support us. Check us out on any major platform. I think you can go to Anchor and still on there, but you can go to anywhere that you listen to podcast. Email us. We're still waiting on that. Check out our YouTube as well. We are there. And Yeah, that's it for me. Thank you.
Yeah. Thank you guys. Till next time.